Okay, the last game is for the crowd, and also it was played in 2012. Now, if you ask me how this game ends, I don't know the answer. Because when the game ended, and by the way, it's not clear that anybody knows the answer. Maybe if somebody's on Esserman's stream and they're friends with him, they can ask him and say, when Finegold beat you, how did the game end? Because two things happened at the end of the game. The arbiter came up to Esserman and said, you're not keeping score anymore. You haven't been keeping score for 3 or 4 moves. You have to update your score sheet. And Esserman said no.
Okay.
He had time on his clock. He just didn't want to. He was just playing fast and like giving up. And so the arbiter said, like, I'm going to forfeit you. And he's like, that's fine. You can forfeit me. So the arbiter may have forfeited him or he may have resigned. I'm not sure actually which one happened. Because if the arbiter forfeited him, he would have been, that's fine. I agree. He wasn't arguing it. But, he should resign in the final position. So I don't know how the game ended, if he was forfeited or not. Okay, so this is a very funny story. It's the only game I've played Esserman that was rated. It's a Norm tournament in St. Louis. This was the penultimate round. And this was a tournament that had 2 games a day on certain days. And this was one of those days. So in the morning game, I drew in like 5 moves with Boros or Amon or somebody. And Esserman played the longest game of the tournament. And I actually forgot his result, but his game went like over 6 hours.
Hang on one second.
Yes.
Thank you for the raid, Mr. Kusha Chess.
Hey, that's the guy who beat me in Toronto. No! Unless there's another Kusha, which there's not. Yeah, he went 6-0 in the tournament, which helped my tiebreak.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice to see you, Kusha, assuming that's you. How many Kushas are there? Also, they told me that he streams, so I was like, well, it's got to be him.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
nice, right?
They just said he streams.
Yeah.
No, it's me. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Olga. Thanks for setting everything up. That was fun. He also likes to play with a Kush ball. Yeah, I believe that. Okay, so this game with Esserman, he's played a 6-hour game, and now he's got to play another game like 30 minutes later. And I've been preparing for him for 2 hours, just for him. And he played right into my prep. Okay, and I don't play E4 that often. And this was my prep. And in this position, Vadim Zvagintsev, your favorite player, he plays bishop f6, but nobody else does. Okay, and then he does this, then he does this, then he does this, and then he does this. And I'd never seen this line, but I prepared that day for 2 hours this position. Funnily, I was at the Shetty's house like 2 years later. All the Shettys were there and other people, and she's making a feast. And I played a Tulia fun game. I don't know if it was even with a clock. And this happened, and I beat Tulia real easily. And I knew like tons of prep from my game with
That's
Esserman.
funny.
Now this position's equal, but I know the position and he doesn't. Okay, he played Rook C8, which is fine. Rook D4. Bishop D5 is a move. You can also play Bishop G6 or Bishop takes G2. Okay, this is all like a main line. So I already knew this. Now I'm threatening to win immediately. So castles. Rook here. This is still my prep. Now, I'm moving instantly, so I have all my time left. He's playing, like, since move 7, he's thinking forever. So he just played a really long, hard game, and now he's down like an hour and 20 minutes on the clock. He's got like 10 minutes left, and I have all my time. Okay, and this is still my prep. And I think this was the end of my prep, was Rook D2. And I'm like, the engine says it's equal, but, like, I have a passed pawn. His king's not participating, and this pawn's weak, and he can never get a passed pawn. So why is this equal? It's equal because the engine says so, but I definitely want to have white. Okay, I think King D1 was my prep too. Okay, and this is a draw, but okay, black's fighting for a draw, but it's a draw. Okay, and here I thought I was winning because I thought there was no perp, and I'm threatening. I played rook here. I'm threatening to move my rook, and then this is unstoppable mate. And it turns out that he doesn't need to do anything. If I move my rook, threatening mate, then he plays rook takes f2, and he can drop back to f8. So this is just a draw. Every move draws. He played rook b8, which is one of the drawing moves. I played king c1, and here he blundered. So like every move draws, and I thought I was winning. I thought no matter what he did, I was winning. But it's just a draw. And he blundered here by playing rook here, because he was in really bad time trouble. One of the coolest ways to draw is to play a4, and then if I move my rook, he has rook takes f2 and the aforementioned rook f8. And if I do something to try to win, he can play rook b3 here and then perpetual me on the first 2 ranks, which is funny. So a4 is a draw and rook c8 check is a draw. And he thought this was a dead draw. We're both on the 7th and everybody's happy. Okay, but that actually loses. So I played the winning move, rook a7, and now he realized he was lost. So I'm threatening mate, and if you stop it with rook takes f2, then this is mate. So basically I got 2 mates, 1 for each of you. And it looks like he just perpetuals me on the 7th. Why doesn't he? Why can't he just perp me and I'm in check forever?
Let's see. Wait, why can't he?
Exactly.
Oh, because like if you get all the way over to the H file.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then in this position he resigned, or they forfeited him, I forgot.
Yeah.
Well, he knew he was losing, so it's over now. Yeah, because I just run over here.
Right.
I've never seen that. You just run over to H1 and then the guy's on a check, so then you give mate. I've never seen that idea. It's a good problem idea. So I thought I was always winning and I'm a genius. And it turns out I was never winning. And in this position, I was winning after rook b2. And that he had more than one way to draw here. But I was pretty confident. He had no time on his clock. I thought I was winning. I always have a perp. So it was a really easy game for me. It was an end game. I played 20 moves of prep. I just had a lot of fun this game.
No, it seems like a fun game.
Yeah, I had like huge time advantage the whole game, like over an hour. So it's just a fun game to play. You know, he's thinking forever. He just played a 6-hour game. He's in time trouble. He's exhausted. I like rested all day and prepared this line and got to play it. So it was just fun. And that's the only rated game I've played Esserman. And that's the stream.